I'm your host with Most Welcome 23. You're joining me for The Silent Twin, Chapter 7. Dear Diary, a detective has come to the farm. She is strong, determined, like a beautiful dark spider weaving a sugared web. She wants to integrate herself into our lives. Her eyes are hypnotic, and her words lure you in. But I know what she is, and I won't allow her viewing into my soul. I have all the power, because I know things that nobody else knows. Detective notes, Abigail Duncan, 1 day gone. At this point, you can't decide who's more suspicious, Charles Radcliffe or Nick Duncan. He's consumed by so much anger and shame. But is he ashamed of failing Abigail? Or is it something else entirely? And now... Abigail, is that you? You feel unsteady and your eyes are unfocused due to the abruptly ending your trance state. It can't be. Your eyes refocus, Olivia stares back at you. Olivia, of course. Foolish to think it would be Abigail. Hey, Olivia. You shouldn't be out here. How long have you been standing there, sweetheart? Wait a minute. Last time I heard the voice calling for help in the kitchen, that voice, that must have been Abigail's. Olivia was present then, too. You regard Olivia with a newfound realization. Twins, they share a strong psychic link. Of course. Olivia must be acting as a conduit for Abigail. I've been going about this all wrong. If I want to speak with Abigail, I have to do it through Olivia. You check your watch. Damn it. No time now. I've got to get Nick and Joanna to the press appeal. You leave the cow shed, taking Olivia by the hand as you go. Come on, sweetheart. You stand at the back of the venue as the press appeal takes place. You see Karen and Matt among the crowd. Those two are never far from Nick. Karen being here is one thing. She worked with Nick, but why is her brother Matt always tagging along? Ethan is currently fielding questions from the gathered journalists. Nick and Joanna stand beside him. What about River? How's that been searched? A diving teams will be surfing Blackwater River first thing tomorrow morning. God, I hope they don't find anything. No. Remember, her face was extremely dirty. If she was in a river... No. What other measures are being taken? I've instructed the community officers to continue with house-to-house inquiries. Ethan gesticulates his hand, conducting his words. Additionally, we've been scouring the land surrounding the farm. I know some of you think we're just collecting litter, but I must impress the importance of evidence. I wish I could go out and search for her myself. If it means going over the same patch of land 3 or 4 times, so be it. We're leaving no stone unturned. Miss Duncan, you've been very quiet. How are you feeling? Oh, God, no, please. Cameras flashes erupt from the gathered press. Nick takes Joanna's hand, a show of support. He chokes on his words as his emotions get the better of him. Joanna places her hand on the top of his. We just want our little girl back. Wow, that's actually the first emotion she showed. Another eruption of flashes as the heartbreaking display. I'm glad to see Joanna's on her best behavior. When they act like this, it's hard not to sympathize. You take out your phone and check the Twitter feed. People are still pointing the finger at Joanna. All this focus on Joanna's personality rather than her missing child. What the hell's wrong with some people? The press appeal comes to an end. You approach Nick and Joanna. Are you okay? Nick gives you a solemn nod. Joanna, lost in thought and doesn't acknowledge you. Karen and Matt approach. Come on, let's get both of you home. Thank you for taking them back. What are friends for? Wow, so they changed him to make him look more stoic and thin, but it's still the same guy from, Inject Me Sweetly. I've got to pop to the station, but I'll be over in about an hour. They leave. I mean, at least it's a change of faces, but it's still him, you can tell. I don't like the vibe I got off those two. You return to the station. Boo! Well, hello, Trouble. It's good to see you. Good to see you, too. I'd kiss you, but you know. Right. I'm still your dirty little secret. I mean, it wouldn't hurt for you to use some deodorant once in a while. The cheek! That was the press appeal. It went surprisingly well, actually. No inappropriate or self-promotional outbursts from Joanna? No, nothing at all. I'm shocked. How about Nick? Much more the grieving father. Must have been difficult for him. Yeah, I can't help but feel like Abigail deserves better, though. Joanna seems distant and too preoccupied with herself to be any kind of loving mother, and something still doesn't feel right about Nick. Like what? I can't be sure. It's just a gut feeling at the moment. But I'm hoping to get to the bottom of it by talking to Olivia right after I talk to Ethan. Good luck. I'll see you later. Hopefully. Yeah, hopefully. Squeeze Will's arm and give him a parting smile. He looks left and right and then sneaks you a kiss. Grinning to yourself, you make your way to Ethan's office and knock on the door. Come in. Ethan's at his desk, looking artfully disheveled as always. Press appeal went well. About as well as we could have hoped. How are things going with the Op Moonlight perspective? Picked up on anything since we last spoke? I'll tell him about the malevolent spirit. And I couldn't find Abigail, but I did encounter some older energies. I believe there to be a malevolent entity within the house. Old buildings like that often do house restless spirits. Does that have any relevance to the case? It's unclear yet, but I've asked Zoe to dig deeper into the farm's history. Very well. I won't keep you, then. Report any findings. Yes, sir. You leave the station. You arrive at your Aunt Laura's stables with Joanna and Olivia, Laura bustling over to greet you, and all smiles and open arms. Aunt Laura. Hello, love. How are you? You know, keeping on. Who are these guests you've brought? Hi, I'm Joanna. This is my daughter, Olivia. Lovely to meet you both. Hello, Olivia. You have such a lovely home, so bright and airy. Well, thank you. It takes a lot of upkeep, but it's worth the effort. Aunt Laura, why don't you show Joanna around while I take Olivia to see the ponies? Of course. This way, love. I've just finished making scones. You hold your hand out to Olivia. How about, Olivia? Would you like to meet my aunt's pony? Olivia smiles and nods her head. You take Olivia to the stables and lead one of the ponies into the yard. It whines and tosses its mane. This is Toby. Olivia seems to be in awe of the pony. My sister and I used to ride him in Pony Club. Yes, Olivia's face fade from her face. Nice work bringing up your sister. Come on, Jennifer. You can salvage this. Do you want to ride him? I know you miss Abigail, Olivia. Do you want to ride him? Do you miss him? Do you want to ride him? Remember, we gotta salvage it. Olivia's face lights up again. Alright then, let's get this hat on. Yes, Olivia's eyes mist over suddenly as her excitement evaporates. Olivia? You grab her by the hand. She's cold. You feel a tangible change in the air around you. What's wrong, sweetheart? What? Wait, what? What is up with her face? Okay. It's cold here. It's cold and dark, and I want to go home. Her voice sounds hollow, as if coming from far away. You see the cold mist of her exhalations. Abigail? No, I can't jump to conclusions. Children are highly suggestible. I can't just put words in her mouth. Don't be scared, Olivia. It's just the stables. It's not dark. Not really. Olivia stands frozen in the spot. I'm not Olivia. I'm Abigail. I don't like it here. It's dark, and I can't see. It really is her. I can't waste time. Connections like this are short-lived. Where are you, Abigail? Describe it for me. I'm in a dark tunnel with a light at the end. Olivia's face screws up as she shudders, a tearless sob. Somebody's at the other end, but I don't want to go with them. I'm scared. Did someone take you? Are you lost? Olivia's face relaxes as she blinks back to her own consciousness. You feel the difference in the air. Lost it. Olivia? Are you okay? Olivia nods at you. My theory was right. Olivia's a link to Abigail. I can't push her too hard, though. Let's get you in the saddle, then. Olivia smiles at you, her excitement returning as if nothing out of the ordinary had just happened. You return to Laura and Joanna, after allowing Olivia to ride Toby around the lawn. Did you have a good time, darling? Olivia nods enthusiastically, her smile radiant. That's wonderful. Guess what? Laura's going to loan us Toby once we fix up our stable for him. Would you like that? Olivia emits an audible gasp of delight. Joanna hugs her daughter tightly. You see tears pricking her eyes as she mouths the words "thank you" from Olivia's shoulder. This is the most real I've seen Joanna. Oh, you must be hungry, Olivia. How about a sandwich? Olivia nods happily. She takes Laura's hand without hesitation as they head for the house. It's good to see her smiling. Joanna, may I be frank with you? Oh, of course. You've never once asked me about the investigation into Abigail's disappearance. Is it because it's too painful to think about? Joanna looks away as she toys with the length of her hair. She's pulling back again. Oh, don't push it. Some people deal with stress by keeping it pushed down. I think it's a perfectly understandable way of dealing with things. I've done it myself. I wish Nick did. He knew what I was like when he met me, so why should I be any different now? She looks at you with an abyss of longing behind her cool eyes. It's just the way I am. I don't get why you were so flippant in the interview, though. Why would you act like Abigail doesn't matter when inside you're falling apart? Joanna turns her attention to Olivia, visible through Laura's kitchen window. It's hard to explain, but sometimes I can't stop the words coming out of my mouth. So basically, what you're telling me is, you pretty much don't have a filter. Sometimes people say things they don't really mean. Sure, if you're mad, and that's, like, really worked up, and you have no control over your, like, mouth, it's like they want to be punished, but they don't know why. She shakes her head and checks her hair is all right. Oh, listen to me, rattling on about myself. It's nothing. Really, fine. I'm fine. You're not fine, are you, though? Joanna, have you thought about getting help? Joanna claps her hands together and heads for the house. Right, we'd better get home. Nick will be wondering where we've got to. Nick knows full well where we are. Joanna turns back to you. Oh, and thank you. For what? Joanna gestures to your Aunt Laura's farmhouse and stables. This... You didn't have to do it. Thanks to you, I feel like I'm getting my little girl back. With that, she disappears into the house. But what about your other little girl? It's true. You sigh deeply as you stare out at the surrounding fields. Nick's aggression towards his wife is inexcusable, but I can see how her lack of sensitivity could ignite the flame. Why does she use memory suppression as a coping mechanism? That and the possibility she might be punishing herself. It suggests to me that there's something very wrong. It'll take time to find out, and time's a luxury I don't have. You return with Joanna and Olivia to Blackwater Farm. Joanna's knock on the front door. She doesn't have her own key. Strange. Fiona lets you all in. Her smile is like a silver of sunlight through the storm clouds. Hello, and how was your day, Olivia? Olivia runs excitedly past Fiona into the living room. Someone seems excited. Never underestimate the healing properties of a pony. Fiona, could you put some tea on? Absolutely. Come in, Jennifer. Have a cup. Thank you. You follow Joanna into the living room. Olivia sits on Nick's lap, giggling as he tickles her. I heard we're bringing home a pony. Be a good girl, and we'll soon have him here. Joanna leaves the room, and you see Olivia whisper in Nick's ear, her words just within earshot. I'll be a good girl, Daddy. I promise I won't tell. Okay. Alright, you eerie little... Okay. You know what? I'm kind of irked by that. Won't tell. Probably won't tell. Okay, so you've got the wife who's very, like... This irks me. This really irks me. You got the wife, which... It's very odd that she didn't have a key, but let's just say she forgot her key, or maybe she can't be trusted with a key. I never met a wife like that, but okay. I'm trying to do hypotheses in my head before going on to the next chapter, but... Huh. It's very weird. It really is. I don't know. I guess we'll have to see. Remember, there's a couple more chapters out today. Let's see how many. I think 2 more, actually. 8, 9, 10. Actually 3. So, with that being said, I hope y'all did enjoy the video. Feel free to like, comment, share, subscribe. Hit in the description below. Links to social media or Discord and a few links to support me and my content. And remember, if you do follow on Twitch, or have a Twitch account, please follow me on there. Pretty much I'm trying to broaden now. If you guys watch the channel update video, you guys know what I'm talking about. And without further ado, thank you all for watching, and I'll catch you all in the next video. Peace.